Hey guys, David again from Superior Lapidary. I am friends with a couple of real accomplished wood turners. They make some great stuff, and I just thought that's something I'd like to do as well. So I bought a lathe. I haven't used it. I've had it over a year. Whatever. So what did I do? I bought another one. This one needs a little work. It's a much nicer lathe, a little bit bigger, not much. I'll show it to you in a little bit. But first, I got to get on with the boring parts of this and show you what I've got. The reason I'm doing this is because I've got this new lathe, which looks brand new to me, but it needs some repair. So I'll show you. Here's step one. Real trick is when you're cutting like that is you got to watch out so when the board falls it doesn't go on your toes. Got to be careful with that. All right, step one, done. So what I've got here is a used little tool cart and a used 2x6 and a used set of wheels. It doesn't have to do a whole lot for me, it's just got to work for a little bit. Look at that masterpiece, how crooked it is. That's fine. It's only got to do one thing. All right, let's see how this goes, folks. Wish me luck. Okay, there we are. It's in the garage. It's right there, ready to be worked on. It's cold as heck out here. It's about 35 degrees. My fingers are freezing, and yeah, I'm done here for the day. So I'll show you soon if I get the parts and get rebuilding this nice little lathe. Well, I've alluded to the fact that I got to rebuild this 70-150 VSR. I picked this up at an auction, and before I bought it at the auction, I did have about a week, and I contacted Rikon through their website, and they have a little contact line on there, and I sent a message that, hey, I'm looking at a lathe, looks brand new, except for the head is cracked. the headstock. And it's cracked right through the bearing surface and everything. They got back to me, said they had the parts. They had a choice. They had either a complete head assembly or just the shell, and then I could replace the bearings and the shaft and everything from this one into the new one. But I chose for expediency and not wanting to risk any further breaking of something. I picked up the whole headstock. It was somewhere north of $100. I think under 150. So they sent me that. It didn't come with a nice sticker though, so maybe I can move that sticker. I don't know. But that shows the RPMs with the different belt speeds. So we're going to get on, and I'm going to show you how I took this headstock off and replaced it with this one. Why? It looks suspiciously like the other piece, only this one is without cracks. Gotta figure that out. Now, I've got to disassemble.
Damn it, you clapped what you did!
Error. Grasshopper disassemble. Reassemble.
Huh?
Reassemble.
I can't reassemble him, you squashed him.
So I don't completely know what I'm doing, but I've got a pretty good idea of what I need to do. I'm going to take these 4 off, since I don't need to take the belt off of here. As long as I can loosen it up, I should be golden. This lever takes the tension off the motor so you can get at the belts and move them more easily. Alright, on the back side, little door opens up, and there's the bottom pulley. And the belt is free to go on and off of there. Let's see if there's a belt right now. So pretty much this must be free. Okay, not quite. There's a surprise in there. There's the belt. There's a wire. Let's take a look at this side. But what I see on the outside of this, there's a couple, I think Allen head screws there. It's hard to hold up. But on the inside, there's a metal tab that those 2 screws are holding up. I'm assuming that has something to do with that wire that I just encountered. It might have something to do with the speed control system or the readout. Maybe there's a sensor in there so I can tell the RPMs that this thing's turning. Sadly, the wire is not very long. I don't know where it goes. I think that's exactly what it is, but they could have done brother a favor and made the wire a little bit longer. Okay. It's hooked up here and down here, and it runs under here to somewhere. I took a look through the instruction manual, which came with it, which was really nice, but it didn't show me squat about this. So I started looking around and used my handy dandy lighted mirror tool I picked up recently. That didn't really show me anything either. So I got back playing with the head of this machine just to see exactly how it was and if there's something I could unscrew. That's what I realized. When it's in the right position, kind of. You can slide it forward, thus revealing, to some extent anyway, the wiring. It's got a light. See right there. I'll show you that a little closer. So there is a Allen head cap screw holding this little wire to this base. So I'm going to take that off. And then it's attached deep up inside there too. Now, as far as adjusting it, I have no clue how that's going to go. I really don't. Yikes. So, I think it's about a 4mm. All I'm doing is unscrewing that cap screw. Okay, that's loose. There we go. I think the only difficult part is going to be the adjustment. There was nothing in the instructions about adjusting this sensor. There it is. Well, maybe it'll just go back together. All right. That is off. All right, now for reassembly. We'll zoom in a little, show you the sensor. Okay, that is a piece right there, and I'm assuming that this is the sensor for the RPMs. And the two screws that I just last took out. This is the new block here, the new headstock. So those screws got to come out. They go right in these two holes. And the rest, and they can only go to one height. So if I don't move this, maybe it'll be adjusted right. So I'm going to take these two screws out. All right. So that came up. Now I got to get these darn things lined up. That ought to be fun because I can't see what I'm doing inside of here. Oh, damn. I'm just doing this by feel. Shouldn't be too bad though. Well, there's one. So if I got that one in the right hole, which is sometimes a problem, then this one should be right. I do know the speed sensor worked before. It, yeah, the thing worked, just the head was a little loose, so it caused a vibration, and nothing would have turned out well if I had not done this. There, there's that. So in the end, there are only the 4 mounting bolts. The 2 black ones you can see right behind my hand, and they hold the sensor, and then 1 bolt inside that holds the wire. So it's really, really simple. You just got to get that headstock in place so you can get at them. Because they're so stingy with the wire. You know, I like to complain about things I shouldn't. This looks like a pretty decently built machine. And yeah, there's enough room here. It would have been easier if they'd made the wire longer, of course. I wholly think they should. But just the same, I'm going to get it. Okay, this I can't go too tight. It's just threaded tin that this is into. So you gotta be careful with that. All right, gotta open up the little door. Set this into place, maybe. And since it came with the belt, I'll put on the belt. Now there's 2 pulleys. And for my purposes, I guess I don't care which one it goes onto right now. So as long as that's on a pulley, yeah, that's going to work great. Now for some reassembly. I got a feeling you guys can see way better than I can, because I can't see what I'm doing. I'm working on the wrong side. Just making sure all 4 screws are in pretty good before we start tightening anything down. There really didn't appear to be any adjustment for that sensor, so I think you just stick it in and you're supposed to be good. I'm going to put this in my spare parts table. And take a look over this one more time real quickly. Feels okay. I'm thinking we should plug it in and try it out. I think we got a lathe. I got to put the accessories on, and yeah, then we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll even put a piece of wood on here pretty soon. Okay, so far, I'm most of the way through this. I'd say this was a success. I learned a lot. I hope you learned a little bit too if you have to replace a head on here. Yeah, it's super easy. It was 3 different Allen wrenches, and you may need a, small Phillips screwdriver. Depends what you're doing. But ultimately, yeah, I was able to do it, no problem. I got myself a lathe. All right, I'll quickly show you what else I got with this. Pretty much everything that I think comes with it. Got the dandy tool rest. I got a set of 5 different Allen wrenches. Cute little bag to put them in. And that piece there, that looks important. And one of them. And a handy hand wheel. Got 2 wrenches. I don't know if I need 2, but they sent me 2. Or 2 came with it. And a little spanner wrench. Got that. A little push bar for knocking stuff out. Knockout bar. Got 1 tool rest. I imagine I'll have more over time. And what else? Oh yeah. Got that center there. And a live center. So awesome. I'm in business. Well, no repair video would be complete without a functional test of the equipment. Now, I've got to say this, I'm not a wood turner. I probably got a whole total of my life about 1 minute working with a lathe. So, at least a wood lathe. I've worked with a metal lathe a little bit. So this is going to be new to me. I'm not going to show you anything wild. Got this nice piece of black walnut. I think it was from the factory that made gun stocks. It's really neat. So I'm just going to see if I can kind of round it out a little bit. I suppose one thing I should check is how close these centers come to each other. I haven't done that yet. Oh, that is dead on. Yeah, we are dead on right here. Point to point. So that's good. And probably a little faster too. Plenty of balance. I'm at 1220 right now. Okay, here's my functional test. The blade isn't the best. Almost had it centered. I better try a little more. And I think the face shield is definitely in order. All right, so the machine works fine. It works as it's supposed to. I'm happy with it. Speed control is awesome. The trouble is the guy running the tool is the real problem here. One, I don't know if I've got this set at the right height. It's working. It's not beautiful. put an edge on here the other day, new edge, but might need a little help. You can see the handle's actually bent a little bit on this one, so yeah. So consequently, when I put it on the sharpener, it gives a little funny shape to it. But that doesn't really matter if it's sharp at sharp. So I just got to figure out the right way to hold tools on here and make it work. So yeah, I'm stoked with this. And one day if I ever fix this up and get it on a proper bench I can use much better, I'll get back to you and show you that. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something about replacing the headstock on a variable speed lathe. You know, there's just a couple little things with it that are different than normal, but not much. It was actually pretty simple once I figured it out. So yeah, give it a thumbs up if you like the video at all. Subscribe. I'm just approaching 2,000 subscribers, and that'd be awful cool if I could reach that mark. So go ahead and do that. If you have a question or comment, go ahead and leave it. I'll get back to just about everybody who comments on it, and we'll see you here next time.